Welcome. We'll begin this meditation with tinnitus by settling in to the present moment. And you may want to put some background music sound on for the duration of this meditation if that's something you're comfortable with. So pause if you need to go and get or turn on some sound to have to work with while this meditation is going on. So we will settle into a position that's comfortable. You may want to be seated in a chair. You could also do this lying down. If you're seated, have your feet firmly planted on the floor, your seat in a chair, your back straight if that's comfortable for you. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and breathing in and out normally through the nose, and just feeling your body as a whole as you breathe. Just checking in with your body, noticing what its state is in the present moment. Where there's any tension or soreness, any sensation, just checking in. And next, checking in with your emotional state. What are you feeling at the present moment? So anxiety, calm, concern. Just accepting what's in front of you, what's with you. And checking in as well with your thoughts. What thoughts are you carrying with you as you begin this meditation? And we begin by finding our breath. Finding our breath where we feel it strongest in the body. And that might be in the rising and falling of the belly. It might be in the chest as it expands and contracts, or in the air as it goes into and out of the nostrils. Just noticing the breath in one of those places or somewhere else where you're finding the breath. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. And as you do this, you may notice your attention wander off. You may be distracted by some thought, some sensation, or some sound. Wherever it goes to, just notice, become aware with a kind awareness of where your attention has gone to. And noting that, perhaps saying thinking, or sound. Then gently bringing the attention back to the breath. Again, breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. And bring awareness as well to the pause that occurs on the in-breath and the pause that occurs on the out-breath. Taking a few moments to focus attention on those pauses. And noticing the cycle of breath, a continuous circuit. In, out, in, out. the attention wanders off and you bring it back to the breath. Now we're going to try to find a place in the body where we can rest our attention and feel, if not a positive sensation, at least a neutral or non-negative sensation. And you may just want to try out where your attention can rest and feel grounded and anchored. That may be in the belly as it rises and falls. You may want to focus on your feet and feel a real anchor and weight and stability in your feet. Or perhaps your hands can represent a source of strength for you to feel grounded and secure in. And maybe even the whatever background sound you have playing can be a place where your attention can rest and settle in. So trying to find some place where the attention will settle, focusing the attention there, and breathing in and breathing out. Getting a sense of what it feels like to have the attention anchored in one spot. Perhaps having some words called up to fix your attention in that spot. Does it feel grounded, calm, flow, peaceful, or even neutral? Concentrating attention on that spot, calling to mind the word that represents it for you, and focusing in on the breath as we settle in. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. And now taking the attention off of that anchor and trying to place the attention on the tinnitus, on the sound of the tinnitus, if only for a moment. Try just breathing with it. Just one breath. And if that's too much, you can go back to your anchor. Go back to the breath, or if you're overwhelmed, you could always stop the practice. Taking care of yourself at all costs. But if it's not too much, try again. Just breathing with the tinnitus, one more breath. What that's like. To breathe in, to be with the tinnitus in a state of calm and repose. Just the tinnitus and your breath. And going back to some other spot when that becomes too much, to one of your anchors. Perhaps the sound or the belly or the feet. And going back to the tinnitus for a breath or two when you feel up to it. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. Being with the tinnitus. Being in the present moment. Being with the present. Not wanting it to be any different than it is. And noticing what emotions come up for you as you breathe with the tinnitus. Is there anxiety? Is there anger? Is there frustration? Notice also any story that you're telling yourself about the sound of tinnitus. Are you telling yourself, I'll never be able to live with this? Are you telling yourself, my life has no value at this point because of the tinnitus? Are you telling yourself, I have no joy? Just noticing what's there in your emotions and thoughts without criticizing, without condemning yourself, without telling yourself to think any differently. Just noticing the thoughts and the emotions that arise. And then try just letting the thoughts and the emotions drop off, drop out, and come into breath with just the tinnitus and your attention. No thoughts, no emotions. Just what's it like to breathe, to be with the tinnitus without having the barrage of thoughts and emotions overwhelm you. Again, if you can only do that for one breath, do it for one breath. And then go back to the anchor that you've chosen and settle into that. And perhaps when you're ready again, going back to the tinnitus, trying to let the story and the emotional baggage drop out as you just sit with the sound of the tinnitus, not wanting to change it, but change the way you respond to it. Because we know we can't change the sound of the tinnitus. All we can change is the way we react to the sound of the tinnitus. And when you're ready, going back to your anchor, be it the breath in the belly, the grounded feet, hands, or sound, just settling in to that anchor for a few breaths, breathing in, know that you're breathing in, breathing out, know that you're breathing out. Noticing when the attention wanders off, noticing where it goes, noting that with kind awareness, and gently bringing your attention back to the breath. back to your anchor. And now expanding your awareness beyond the anchor, taking in a sense of the body as a whole breathing, as if the pores themselves were taking in air and letting out air. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. Noticing the cycle of breath, the never-ending cycle of breath. Noticing when the awareness wanders off and bringing it back to the body breathing. And reflect on the fact that when we can't escape from suffering, our freedom from suffering comes from being with the source of that suffering, with a kind and non-judgmental awareness, not struggling against what is, not being overwhelmed by what is, but being able to sit with it, with this kind awareness. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, that you're breathing out. And now opening your eyes and noticing the world around you, the room you're in, taking it all in with your senses, but trying to retain an awareness of the breath, consciously breathing in, out, and trying to keep that awareness of the breath with us as we go throughout our day.